So like, I know some of my last video was a little bit it's a little bit iffy. I don't know if it's the I don't know if it's the cell phone or not. I'm not sure. Uh, maybe it's the speaker microphone. I don't know. Uh, but, I mean, hopefully it's not an issue later. Give it like a really nasty buzz. If I keep doing this, I might have to get a new phone, which I don't really care. I mean, I don't really want a new. I don't really care if I get a new phone, but I mean, like, I am a big time phone user, so and I don't really want to spend a lot of money on it, so I might have to uh buy a good one. And when I mean good one, just buy one of those just not like a cheaper or like probably spend like 800 or something like that, which is like 800 to 900. I don't know. Like I don't like to spend that much money as well. Sometimes because sometimes you gotta do some sacrifice long terms. I mean, I mean, but I'm a big phone user, so it might be if this phone keep giving me issues or because of the microphone, then I will get a new cell phone. But for me, I'm just testing this phone, and if it doesn't work out for this phone, I just give it to someone or just keep it for later. It wasn't that expensive. But yeah, I'm in right now. I'm just in my room. uh, I'm actually watching Cartoon Network right now, and uh, I, I usually I share a room with my brother. Uh, and so right now it's just like I'm just like by myself. So I usually don't really record here because my brother is very he is very he does not like he does not like noise. If that makes sense. He is very he gets very angry when it comes for like noise wise. That's the reason why I'm always on my phone, but I never talk in my phone here. But yeah, in the room. Uh, yeah, this is the room right here. Just basic stuff. I mean, it's a small room. It's just this bed and my brother's bed. He's really into that. I'm not sure what that is. There's a little toys, and those are some trophies, and some trophies are up there from my brothers and me, and stuff like that. There's a mirror right there, and there's a map right there, and there's something like there. It's okay. It's comfy. It's comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I like to just like I say, I like to keep my mind occupied, and hopefully this phone doesn't give me an issue. Maybe it was just the wind. I'll see what happens, but really, I hope it's not the phone. But yeah, we'll see. Um, um, but yeah, I mean, like, what do I want to talk about? I mean, right now I'm just resting. There's nothing to do. Um, Maybe I'll watch the video later, like some anime or something like that. I'm really into anime. Uh, because I don't know. I'm also into cartoons too. If the cartoons are good, because honestly, it's just I mean, it's just very for me. It's just like it's just a different mindset than watching like drama, like reality shows. It's just a difference. because usually cartoons and anime, it's not so much like like some. I feel like it's kind of forced upon, and it doesn't feel real. Kind of, it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like. So I prefer to like the feeling, I mean, like the emotions. Uh, and like doesn't like, for example, I'm just gonna say like cartoons, for example. That you can tell you can tell they don't take you can tell they just put their own ideas and they just go with the flow and stuff like that. Whereas like in where like like other shows like reality shows, they kind of like nitpick and like just to like get views, oh my gosh, like this gonna she did what, he did what, and then it's just one of those things, like it's like suspension, like it's just it's a little iffy, kind of like I prefer something that's more like it's more like uh more relaxed. The environment's more relaxed. That's the reason why I don't mind cartoons that much. Um, it's very relaxing, I guess. Sometimes I mean I watch other shows, but it keeps you in different environment. It makes you think to more to your old days, like when I was a kid. So I grew up. My best years probably when I was a kid, when there was no worries, there was nothing. That's the reason why I sometimes I like to watch. Yeah, that's the reason why I also like anime and cartooning, because I kind of, to me, they're kind of similar, and not the same thing, but they're very similar. And I grew up with them. I grew up with The Simpsons. I grew up with Futurama. I mean, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. This, and those were my favorites, like anime and cartoons. So that's the reason why I'm big into it. Um, I'm like in the Nash and stuff like that. I really like those, and sometimes it's just I don't like every cartoon, but I like the one that are just like mad, like crazy, like they're similar to like they're just like they have like a weird sense of humor, like their own sense of humor. Like every cartoon is different, every anime is different, but some of them I like their sense of humor or their certain style. There's a reason why like that. But yeah, so but yeah, I mean, like I know it's I know it's sometimes your environment makes who you are as a person, and that's the reason why, like I know some like for I know it's like that's the reason why, like I try to like make my environment more friendly, kind of. I prefer to prefer to watch certain stuff, just so I can adapt to that, because I know, so like if I remember one time I used to just watch heavy metal and rap, just rap, like you know regular, like you see like gangster rap and stuff like that, and heavy metal, and and it was just nothing but cussing and shit like that, and I became very into I became into I started getting that mindset, like fuck this bitch and she's nothing you know like money and house and stuff like that, and that's the reason why, like sometimes, like your environment makes you as a person, and that's the reason why I prefer the more 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 relaxed, more just innocent kind of lifestyle, um and it also with no stress too. I like the no stress environment. um but yeah, I mean, I know I spent a lot of time here, in this room. I spend so much time. I spend way more time inside this room than I spend anywhere anywhere in the living room or outside. Barely even go outside, to be honest. And but it's not that I prefer to be inside. It's just the fact that in my mind it gets like I get a little bit paranoid, scared. I don't know why, but it's just kind of like I I don't know if it's something like for some reason I feel safe for when I'm like for me it's like a safety thing mindset, and when you know like you're safe, you feel comfortable, and that's the reason why sometimes I prefer to be inside than outside because I feel way more safer inside than outside. But once I'm outside, I get used to it, and it's fine. But for the most part, I stay inside just because in the mind, it's just like I just think of the worst things like some idiot driving sidekick and just or like I for some reason I feel like sometimes I feel a bit paranoid. I don't know why. I don't know if it's effective or what. I mean, I still take my medication, but sometimes those things don't always go away, you know. And I try to make myself realize this just it might just be like my well I had um schizoaffective or whatever, and but yeah, man, man, right now I'm getting tired. I've been up since what time? I've been up since oh not I mean not that early. I think I woke up at 7, so 7 a.m. So right now it's almost about 7 p.m. and but I usually get tired lately at this time. Uh, I mean I'll see if I get more sleepy, then I go to sleep. I really cannot force myself to sleep. Um, it's just now it like my brother, one of my brother, he can sleep within a few minutes. I don't know how he does it, but he sleeps almost immediately. My older brother, he told me he has issues sleeping. I don't know why, but he's similar to me. I don't know. Hopefully not exactly like me. But he said he has sleeping problems. Uh, I I have sleeping problems, but I've been trying to take more. I heard like vitamin D might help. Even like multiple vitamins. I've been have multiple vitamins that have the that I use. So I used to take one a day from him. Um, and I used to not take it. I used to not care for it. Yeah, for me, I thought it was just like garbage. But lately, since I've been taking it, I feel a little bit different. And I don't know if it's the vitamins or it could be been like just more milk because I've been changing that too. I heard adding more variety of food can help your your nights, but I mean it doesn't always work too. I mean like I know it's like sometimes I take the vitamin and I still get sleep problems. I take sleeping pills. I guess I still get sleep problems. Sleep problems. It's just one of those things that I have no control over. I mean, like when it comes to like I can try to take it. I mean I certain supplements and whatnot help me sleep. If I just can't go to sleep, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I can close my eyes for hours, but and try to think clearer. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it is what it is. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I mean, like, man, I don't. No, what what like right now? I'm just a little bit. I feel a little bit like my head a little bit like I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy, and that's why I hate a lot. Like I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy, and like I feel like coffee might help, but it's too late to get coffee because in a few hours it's like I'm planning to sleep right. Like actually, I can go to sleep pretty soon, but hopefully I sleep within an hour. Um, Today I walked for I was on my feet for 8 hours. Hopefully I'll walk for tomorrow. I can stay more active, put in the work. Um, I don't really care about getting more bigger. I just want to get fitter. I just want to get fit and keep up with my resistance training and my walking. And I don't know, walking cardio. Some people might consider walking cardio. Some people might not. But for me, yeah, it helps. I consider it cardio. I mean, I consider it very light cardio. Like like people usually think cardio as running or jogging or just doing stuff that's you get a heart rate. But cardio is for me, it's just really something that to me it's just staying active in a way. I mean, it's just getting something that for a long period that makes for a long period. That's for me. That's cardio. Long distance activities. And yeah, I remember when I was back in 2016, 2015. I did nothing but weightlifting for most of the time. I did nothing but weightlifting. I did I did ramp, but not that much. And for the most part, I did a lot of just weightlifting, a lot of just weightlifting. Barely any running, barely any jogging either. I used to walk to the gym and just lift all the time, and that was actually the best I ever looked. And I mean, I was lifting heavy, but I was lifting the heavy reps. But I mean, I didn't go straight up heavy. I took it slowly, improve every week and stuff like that. But I mean, like I don't know, it's just one of those things. And that was like in 2016. It was a good year for me. Like the whole year, for the most part, I was like very active. And then by the end of the 2016, that's when I had the freaking mental breakdown. Not even well, it was not even the end of the year. It was like it was literally a few days after the New Year's. It was like a few days after the 3 days after the New Year's Day in 2017 when I had the psychosis and I went to the hospital and stuff like that. Man, I remember when I went to the mental hospital the first time, man. I had a psychosis big time. I had to be under control. There's an incident that I got I was taken down by I don't know how many cops because I didn't have my contact at the time or glasses. Everything was a blur. I have really bad eye vision, and I got beaten up by. Well, at least there's an incident. I was thinking that everyone was about to harm me, and I was in a corner, and they were about to. I believe they were about to grab me, so I tried to escape as hard as I came, and there all the cops. There was a lot. I don't know how, but let's say that there was. If I was gonna give a number, I would say there was at least 6 cops. It could be a little bit more or a little bit less, but there was a lot. And because I remember because I remember after they tried to control me, they tasered me. Well, the first of all, they because I ran to the door, was sprinting like rush because they're right there. they probably thought that I was gonna attack them, but I was trying to escape. And then there was like they took me to the ground, kicked me, punched me, and I guess I punched him and kicked him, and there was a loss. I was like charged for assault, police assault. But to be honest, I didn't. And I heard like there was like the cop told one of the nurses, "Do you want to press charges?" But good thing the nurse, she talked to me the next day, and she was in, she was she I mean, like she, she looked a little effy. I mean, but she didn't really she didn't give me a she did not press charges. But that's a good thing that I liked about her because she could have pressed charges, and she didn't. Which I'm kind of shocked because I can tell because I was giving everyone a hard time. I was there in the mental hospital before I got beaten by for at least I was there like for like for hours. I don't know how long, but I just know it was a long period of time. And I was giving one of the nurse, well, I was giving multiple nurse hard time because I didn't know what I was doing, and my mind was going crazy. I was like I believe I was talking to angels, I was talking to spirits and stuff like that, and I believe that like I could like like what I think someone else thought too. I could have communicated with people in a way that, and like I could have communicated somehow through my mind. Like these people saw what I saw, and like I don't know how that the mind was like very tricky. Like right, the way I think right now, it's not the way I think back then. Back then, and the thing is like it feels natural. That's the thing. It feels natural. It makes you think. It feels like it's real. Back then, it felt like it was normal. Like I barely like. It felt like it was just I was just a normal thing. But looking back, like now, it feels like right now in a way, like everything's normal. But back then it was like the fantasy was reality at the same time. They were the same. Fantasy and reality were the same. And and right, well, we all know like reality right now. Like you're saying, you know what reality is. And but for me, when it gets effective, you the thing about fantasy and reality, and whatever comes to mind, everything is just real. It's just real. There's no there's no false. There's nothing. Whatever, everything's real. Whatever, or everything is fake. If that makes sense. Like it's no between real, fake, or whatever. And you make stories in your head like did this was I go back in time? Did I go back in time? What am I immortal? Well, there was a time that I even believed I was God in a way. Like first of all, like was I this? No, that's why I really believe in and I believe I was talking to celebrities, dead celebrities, ghosts and stuff like that. Um, oh yeah, about the charges, they were dropped, but they took up. I mean, they were dropped because they're not like I knew the lawyer. We got a lawyer, and the lawyer said it's mostly gonna be dropped because my sister said the cops told her that or whatever they told her like they're mostly gonna get dropped. So and I believed it because I did a little more research. At the beginning, I was a little like I was nervous, but at the same time, I don't know. But yeah, after that, I was sent to the. I was sent to the. I was sent. I was. I got jail. Well, I was supposed to be in the mental hospital for 2 weeks. Well, I was. It was not like well, they put a jail, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. And when I was there, I met so many type of people. I met people that tried to commit suicide, drug addicts, or people that were just like that were they look pretty normal, but like I remember one guy's like, "Why are you here?" And he's like, I don't know." Hey, I mean, he looked pretty normal to me, but there's people that you would never expect. And I'm not gonna lie, it was. I met good people and bad people. I mean, not bad people, but I met good people. I made good friend with them. I can adjust to it, but I mean, like my experience there was not that great with when getting beat up by cops, and it was just one of those things that it did traumatize me. I remember I was on suicide watch after getting beaten by the cops. Because I mean, it was I felt completely hopeless, like completely hopeless, and even when I was having those suicide like a suicide watch, I was like, why am I feeling? Why do I want to commit suicide? Like, and why do I want my family to be here with me so bad? Like, I was like begging like to be with my family. Like I just want to be with my family, you know. And like and like say why, like like to myself I was wondering why, but at the same time I was like I just want to be with them, and like I was like just questioning myself, and like, but it's just natural, you know. That was the first time I ever was like basically in jail. Um, yeah, because technically they told me like I was jail for, and they I got I was they had to bail me out for $400 or something like that. And yeah, I was technically jail, but it was a mental hospital, but technically out of jail, and I believe it was. I don't know if it was gonna be transferred to a real jail. If they didn't pay, my parents didn't pay, but I don't know. I mean, looking back, um, based on what I saw, based on what I heard about other people, because I went to a mental. I met people that actually went to jail and stuff like that, and and they said going to the mental hospital is way worse than going to jail. Like, and I mean, and I don't know if that's true or not, but because some people just prefer to be in jail, or even some people prefer because I guess they have a different lifestyle. Uh, because I remember, I mean, you cannot go outside when you're in mental hospital. I was there for 4 times. You cannot go outside. I well, it depends what kind of mental hospital you went to. I went to two different ones, and the second one I went to, second place, there was a there was a we went to there it was like we could have go outside for a little bit, but it was like caged, like everything was caged, and it was just like for 20 minutes, and it wasn't that bad. It was nice, I guess, but it was like and but the thing is like for the most part it was just like we had to be we had to be like we had to be we had to be like almost like a school, like follow the teacher in a way. We had to follow one of the nurses or doc. Well, not there was the doctors were not there. It was the people that took care of us. Were I think they were nurses, or they were called CNA, or I just call them nurses because doctors they're doctors. Maybe there were some doctors. I'm not sure. I don't know actually, because I don't know. For the most part, the doctor, my doctor, I only talk to them every every once a day, and it was only like for 5 minutes the most, and all we talked about was just like a little bit how you doing, and the meds was working or not working. uh, and like I tried to, and I was like, and and doctor have control over. I remember when I was there, and like the doctor told me to well, the doctor didn't tell me. I mean, like doctor, he had control over when to get released or not. And that's the reason why, like, I remember once. I remember when because I was 4 times, but those 4 times I was there for 2 weeks. Each one, I was there for 2 weeks. And I remember one time it's like I told the doctor, "How long am I gonna be here for?" Because and he's like, "Well, if you're lucky, in 12 days." And I think that was my last one too. I think that was my last visit, and it was schizo effective, and that was where the medication was working well. I knew it right away, like that, like the next day, that the medication was working. Well, the old medication was not working. It was like the mind was. I'm not gonna say it was hurting physically, but it was hurting in the head. Like it was agony in in the mind. It was it was like agony, and but with the new ones, like the pain, the agony, like in the mind went away. I felt completely normal. I felt relaxed. I felt that's it.